Okay, let's talk a little bit now about the laboratory component of the course. There are going to be 7 laboratory experiments that you're going to observe and take notes on. And each of those 7 experiments are on YouTube. Okay, laboratory technicians have performed the experiments. They're going to talk you through the experiment, show you what they're doing, and then you're going to submit a short 1-page report on what you observe. Okay, so let's take a look at where the information is. If you go to Blackboard, you'll see course under course content. Course content, of course, the syllabus is there. There's a list of all the lecture videos there, links to all the lecture videos. And then here are the laboratory experiments. It starts with calibration of volumetric glassware and moves on from there. So let's go ahead and open the first one. There we go. Okay, calibration of volumetric glassware. This is the report sheet. This is what you'll download. You will type in and fill it out and then email. So this is one example where you'll use email. You will email it to me. So notice there's a due date there, Monday, September 28th at 11:59 p.m. Okay, if it is received after that time, it will not be graded and you'll receive a 0 for that report. So make sure you get them in on time. Be sure to use your own words, so do not copy off of other people. You need to have your own typed up report. So you'll type in your first name, then you'll type in your last name, and then here are the instructions for submitting the report. It will be emailed as an attachment, so don't just copy and paste into the body of the email. Attach it as a document to patrickofkings@protonmail.com. So do not send it to KBCC or any other email address or text it. If it does not show up in this mailbox, it will not be graded. Okay? The subject line has to have the following: your first name, your last name, and then the name of the experiment, which is up here, calibration of volumetric glassware. Okay? For example, Frederick James, calibration of volumetric glassware. Type your responses here. So there are a set of questions. 1, 2, 3, 4 questions. Some of them have 5. Some of them have 4, but 4 to 5 questions. And you're just going to type in your responses here, okay? Sometimes it tells you how many sentences it should have. Sometimes it doesn't. If it doesn't, it's up to you to figure out what you think is right, okay? And there you go. So there's the first one. So then you would just follow these instructions for submitting them. Now, I'm going to go back to the syllabus. I've already opened the syllabus here. And this describes a little bit of the laboratory component. Here's the link to YouTube so you can find the videos to watch. Okay? So if I click on here, open this link, here they are. So some of them you're not going to do, like you're not going to do density in this course, but you will do calibration of volumetric glassware. You will do copper oxide, acetic acid. A couple of them have more than one video to watch. So this is part 1, part 2, so forth and so on. So again, some of them you won't do. You're not doing the bleach titration, but you are doing the other ones, okay? So those are the links. You can just click on those and watch them, take notes while you're doing it. It's a good idea to have the report sheet out. You could print out one copy of it and just sort of take notes, you know, read it over, see what kind of questions you're going to be answering, watch the video, and of course you can watch the video as many times as you want. If you want additional information, you can get additional information off the Kingsborough website. So let me show you how to do that. just go to the Kingsborough website, KBCC. And it's a little tricky because they redesigned the website about a year ago. And when they did that, they made it very, very kind of involved for figuring out how to do it. So you see the little 3 lines over there? That'll break out academics. So you click on academics. There we go. Academic programs. And if you look for chemistry, chemistry's right here. And then if you go to laboratory manuals, see we're in the physical sciences department. Chemistry at Kingsborough is in the physical sciences department. Laboratory manuals, click on that one. There we go. And it has it for all of our laboratory courses in the department. So obviously if you've taken physics, you probably already know this as well. But here we go. Here's Chemistry 1100. And notice they're not in order. They're kind of jumbled around here, depending sort of historically. So if you're looking for, let's see. Actually, I'm sorry, there's one that's not in here, which is the calibration of volumetric glassware. So I apologize, that one's not in there, but the other ones are. So for example, copper oxide, that one's right there. You just click on that one, and there it pops up. So the reason I bring your attention to this is that there's some background information, and the actual steps that the technician is performing are listed there. And then some calculations even. So it's a whole kind of description of the experiment. So you can use that. It's not mandatory to use that, but you can use that as you're filling out those answers. Okay. Again, the one example that's not in there is the first one, ironically. So we'll see about if we can get that up there. If you want a copy of it, I can certainly email it to you as well, or post it into Blackboard. Okay, so there you go. So notice, coming back to the syllabus, that all the due dates are listed here as well, the laboratory schedule. So these are the due dates. It has to be done by them. There is no penalty for turning them in early. Since we are doing this course asynchronously, you could, in theory, take a long weekend and do them all, and have all 7 done. Turn them in all, during the same weekend. I'm not suggesting you do that, but if you are trying to plan out your semester and you have all these online courses, it's a good idea to really start working on a calendar for yourself, how you're spending the week, your time during the week. Fit these in, right? You got to fit these in somehow. So again, cannot turn them in late. You have to follow the directions in terms of how to submit them, and that will be part of your course script.